Lexus presents tennis on Sky Sports.
Too
Jack,
fast! We're not ready for you.
No, thank you for joining us so soon after you just finished. We've just been talking about the performance. Tim called it a masterclass. He called it world class out there today. What are your thoughts on how that unfolded and how you're feeling into the last 8?
Yeah, well, first off, I feel amazing, being in the last 8, my first quarterfinal. It means the absolute world to me. I felt like today was a strange match, in all honesty. I played him multiple times and it's been a real battle, and he's got the best of me. And then watching his opening rounds here, I felt like he was barely missing a ball, and it was great level, so I understood that I needed to be ready from the first ball. And it was just a strange match. I felt like it went so quick. I was trying to constantly almost get myself up because I felt like a lot was going my way. I still feel like I could have improved a lot of things, but I was happy with the way I did the basics today.
What did you change in your game plan? Because you just dominated every aspect, but you've had problems before. Today, nothing.
Yeah, it's strange. I think you play a lot of guys on tour, and some have their days when they play great tennis and some when they're not playing so great. And I think today maybe for Thomas he wasn't at his best. So, I think I had to do the basics really well. I had to control my emotions. I had to look after the points, the break points and the moments where it was a bit up and down. And I felt like in general, from a mental side, I did a really good job. And happy with my performance and the way it went.
We were absolutely loving the fact that down break point, a lot of the time you were going to the serve and volley, playing your bravest tennis on the big points. Was that something that you were thinking about just before then, or that was really part of the game plan ahead of the match to know that you were stepping up to the line ready to do something?
Yeah, well, two things. I felt like he was standing quite far back on the serve. I feel like every court's different here. The Armstrong court, I definitely noticed from the first ball is a lot more lively, so the ball goes through the court a lot quicker, so it's almost tougher to return. There was also a shadow on the court as well, so I knew on one side of the court it was hard to return. And the other thing was as well, I felt like there were moments when I was serving when my energy really dropped, and those were the games where I was defending break point, and I knew that in those moments I had to try and up my energy and up my level and be brave, and that's what I did.
From 3-all first set, you go up 6-3, 6-1, you get an early break in the third. How difficult did you find it to sort of stay aggressive? Sometimes you can get a little bit passive because you've got a lead and then you let your opponent dictate, but you managed to stay aggressive?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I just mentioned. I think in some moments, because the match was going my way and there was some ups and downs, I felt like my energy did drop at times. And I spoke a lot about my coach with this. When you get these moments where your energy drops, especially in a best of 5 set, which is going to happen, trying to stay present and trying to not go away from what you're trying to achieve out there. And I thought in those big moments, my energy did up, and I was able to produce some clinical stuff when I need to.
We saw the clips of your box there. Someone in particular in there today, Anna Wintour. Yeah. Did she see your pick in Central Park and think, I need to get involved, I need to help him out with some style advice?
You know what, some people don't understand, if you actually look closer at that picture, you'll see some things that you might have missed. You might have missed the Rafa Nadal 2006 night shorts that he wore here in New York. You've obviously got Scarface, right? And then you've got Angel's hat, and the Macatat shoes.
So what you're saying, there's so much thought.
And the Jordan bag, it's all iconic, Tim. We're not all going to play golf over here. Come on.
No, to be fair, Tim defended you. It was Laura who was very unimpressed
I was fully
with the
on
outfit.
side, Jack. It's Laura.
Yeah,
Laura.
That's the thing about fashion, and people will tell you that, you either like it or you don't, but just own it.
I did love that, actually Gigi was the one who saw it, Anna Wintour hugging James Trotman.
Really?
Chef's kiss.
Well, Trots is into his art and artistic nature, so maybe they can swap ideas.
And can I just ask a word about your team? You do seem to be a really close-knit bunch, and it seems very important to have that stability on the court because you can communicate with them, and then especially off it.
Yeah, I think, it's really important to have such close people around you. You know, I've always been lucky throughout my years to have amazing coaches. You know, I've only ever had 3 coaches, and they've all been outstanding with me. You know, as a player and as a person, I wouldn't be here without them. You know, Justin Sharing, Ryan Jones, and my coach now, James Trotman. You know, my physio, Will Herbert, fitness trainer, Stephen Kotzer. You know, everyone wants the best for me, and everyone's trying to do their job for me. And I know that at the end of the day, they have their best interest at heart, and that's hard to find in a professional sport, you know, because there's a lot of people out there for themselves. So it's
can't leave
it's
out
nice
your
to have
brother,
people
can
around.
you?
What's that?
Can't leave out your brother, can you?
Oh, my brother as well. Yeah, I was thinking we were talking about coaching team, but you know, my brother, you know, he's obviously family, so that's different. But yeah, my brother, you know, I've got amazing people around me at the end of the day, and I think as a athlete playing an individual sport, and with how relentlessly up and down tennis is emotionally, you know, I think it's so important to have amazing people around you.
I really have to prepare the same way for every match. Every match is a major final for me. And I feel like you approaching every match the same way. So now you're in your first quarterfinal, but I think you're ready for it emotionally and mentally.
Yeah, 100%. You know, I think I've been through a lot the last few years with injuries, and you know, there's times when, you know, I was maybe gonna stop playing tennis and all this sort of stuff, and I remember those moments all the time, and those moments make new experiences easier for me, and you know, I feel very confident in myself. I feel like I've learned a lot about what I'm capable of, and also, like I said, I've got amazing people around me to support me and show me the way, and ex-players who are supporting from the side of the court, which has helped.
Jack, we really appreciate your time. Thank you for coming from the match court to speak to us, and good luck in the quarterfinals.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Well done, Jack.